Hi everybody, it's Sarah here with your home heart art activities to go with your dance lessons. This time we're looking at musicals and I have chosen South Pacific as the theme for this. I have got a little sailor's hat here that I have made from card. So you can all have one if you'd like to make one. So I'll go through what we need first and then I'll show you the steps. So I'm just going to take that off for a second. Put that there. So what we need is a long strip of white paper. I have sellotaped two pieces together there because mine wasn't long enough. It needs to be big enough so that you can wrap it around your head like that with a little excess so you can tape it. You also need some blue paper if you have it to decorate your hat. So I've cut a couple of strips here. As you'll see on the hat here, we've got two strips that go all the way around. Another piece of blue paper to make the anchor design if you want to do that on the front of yours. And also a square of tissue paper. That makes the top of your hat there. So the square needs to be big enough to basically, if you imagine it's going to be in the top of the hat, it needs to be big enough for over your head, like that. Okay. We've also got scissors and glue somewhere. Here it is. Glue stick and also some sellotape there. So I'm going to start by measuring up my head and my hat. So if I do that, I want a little bit of an overlap, so I'm just going to keep my finger there and then I can cut this. And then sellotape it around. Let's try it. It's a little bit big, so I know that when I tape it I need to pull it in a little bit like that. Great. So before I attach it around, I'm going to put the strips of blue on to decorate it. So I've got them here. I'm going to put some glue on it and then just stick it on. So if you want it to be like my design here, I'm going to put the two strips along one top. So let's get some glue on here. Stick one. This one stuck on there. Do the other one. Sit and the other one there. So I have got a long strip of paper. It's got two stripes on. That I can now make into our hat shape like that. I'm just testing the size again. That's it. Get some tape here and stick it along. Stick it to myself first. Stick it along the edge here. There we go. And that is your first part of your hat. And you can start to see the shape of it if you pull it out a little bit like that. Okay, so next we're going to do the top of the hat. So I've got my square of tissue here, and to do the top I'm going to fold this in a concertina fold. So what that means is I'm going to fold a little bit of it down this way, then I'm going to fold it the opposite way. So if I flip it over, fold it again, then flip it over, fold it again. So you're making kind of an accordion. So fold it over, and I'll show you at the end so it's obvious what I've done. Flip it over, fold it, flip it over, fold it. Fold it like that. Okay, so I have got, it's like a fan. It's been folded back and forth like that. Okay, so let's bring in our hat without a lid on. I'm going to actually just squash it a bit like that. And I want to make sure that my tissue square is about half of the hat. So you can see that this one is, so it's about the same length as the half there. So what to do now is, if I get my glue, keep this all folded up. I'm going to carefully put some glue along this top folded bit. Now I say carefully because it is tissue paper and I don't want to rip it. So do that. Now the glue is just going to hold it in place for us, and we can always use sellotape, so don't worry about getting too much glue on. So I've got glue along here. I'm now going to pop this inside here. I'm going to stick the gluey bit to the bottom half of this here. And I'll put this in and I'll show you. Okay, so I have stuck that in there and I'm going to push it down like that. Okay, that's stuck in. So now I want to get it so it sticks to this side as well. So I'm going to put glue along this top folded edge, carefully again. So I've got some glue in there. And this time I can, instead of trying to stick it, I can just squash this down and it'll stick to the other side, hopefully. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so you can see the concertina is now opening up as you open your hat. So I want to carefully just open the half a little bit. There we go, and you'll see it's now got a, what will we call that? A roof. The hat's got a roof. It's got a top. There. So at this stage, you might have a gap here and here. So if you want to, you can tuck that in and just put a bit of sellotape on the inside just to hold it in place. And if any of your glue isn't working or sticking very well, you can use the sellotape just to reinforce that. Stick any bits down that you want to. Okay, there we go. And we've got our hat with the top. So the next thing is up to you. You can leave it like that, or you can choose to add a little anchor onto it if you wanted. I did that with this one. So what I did was, if I bring it really closely, I cut out a little circle of paper. I cut out 2 little strips, 1, 2, and then a kind of smiley face bottom piece here. So it's pointy at the bottom and then it's like a smile, and then stuck those all together and stuck it onto the hat in the middle there. And there you go. Then you can wear your sailor's hat and take a picture for me, because I'd love to see. Okay, brilliant. Thanks very much. I'll see you next time. Enjoy your dance lessons. Bye.